Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, once widely seen as a poster boy for Western Liberal politics, today announced his resignation after nearly a decade in power. It follows rising discontent at his leadership and deep rifts within his own government, culminating in the sudden decision of his finance minister to quit last month. When Canada's Parliament returns in March, it is widely expected the ruling Liberal Party will face a no-confidence vote.
As the weather whipped away his notes, Justin Trudeau barely blinked. This wasn't the script he'd had in mind anyway. Canada's leader for almost a decade, finally undone by political headwinds that have been gathering pace for months.
So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
Merci, merci, thank you.
A subdued end to a political career that began when the former schoolteacher took the polls by storm in 2015.
It's time for a change in this country, my friends, a real change.
Winning friends across the globe and 3 elections as something of a poster boy for Liberal politics. But the protests against him, held by Canadian truckers opposed to his handling of the pandemic, turned out to be the start of mounting discontent, with his own party eventually turning against him.
Mr. Trudeau had run out of gas, really.
Yeah, what was it in the end that did for him?
He's been in power for 10 years, and in Canada, no leader gets past 10 years. It doesn't matter what political party you're in. Voters simply get sick and tired of you. And it's worse when there is a bad economy and inflation has really been hitting Canadians very hard.
Matters not helped by an old neighbour newly returning to power. After this recent meeting, the President-elect wrote that if Canada was to become our 51st state, their taxes would be cut by more than 60%. A suggestion he repeated today. The doubts surrounding Trudeau's ability to deal with Trump's nationalism contributing to his Deputy Prime Minister's resignation last month. It proved the final straw.
This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
Trudeau exiting the stage with the Conservatives waiting in the wings and an all too familiar question for this side of the pond.
Why didn't you do it earlier?
Whoever succeeds him left with little time for the uphill battle ahead. Rachel Younger, News at 10.